If you or someone you know has diabetes, you may have built up an extra supply of test strips and lancets. That's where we come in. We'll buy the supplies that you don't need and resell them to those in need to prevent waste. Help us make diabetes management more affordable. Visit us at teststripswithaz.com.
All right, we have Toby Misech back on the show. He returns to action December 20th at Bellator 235 in the co-main event, taking on Erik Perez in Hawaii, as a matter of fact. Happy to have Too Quick back on the show. How are you, Toby?
I'm doing great. Ready to go already.
I bet, man. It's great to have you back on the show. We're a little less than 2 weeks away from this fight, back in Hawaii. Second year in a row you get to do this. How are you feeling as we get closer and closer to this one?
I'm feeling great, man. I just cannot wait to get in there and put in this work. I've been on a long fight camp, a 20-something week fight camp already, and I just want to go to work, or I want to be in that cage and have some fun.
The last time we saw you, I believe it was like the last time we spoke as well, it was back in February. You stepped in to fight Eduardo Dantas, the former Bellator bantamweight champion. It didn't go your way, but when you fight someone like a Dantas, it's as disappointing as the result may have been. There has to be things you can take away from that experience in a fight like that. What were you able to take away from that one, despite the night really not going the way you had hoped?
Just, I guess, my confidence. I know I belong in there. Yeah, I went the distance with him. It wasn't a fight I wanted. Not a fight I wanted, but the kind of fight I wanted. I wanted to get in there, throw some blows, and all that. But I had him backing up the whole fight. So, I feel like I have the respect and I belong fighting those top guys.
I know you were scheduled to fight in September against Brian Mooar. He had to withdraw from that fight due to an injury. And, wanting to sort of right that wrong and get that bad taste out of your mouth, I'm sure you wanted to get right back in there. How bummed were you that chance to do those things was sort of put on hold because he got injured?
I was devastated. I just got back from a run, and I got a text from my coach and say, hey, your opponent got hurt. We're going to have to scratch the fight. We're not going to find a replacement. So I was like, what? And I was looking forward to it because, I was fighting him in his hometown. He was an up-and-comer. I had December booked already. I would have got 2 fights in. I was ready. I was ready to go. And, I guess everything happens for a reason.
I was just going to say, is it almost been, obviously you wanted to, if you could get 2 fights in, great. But does it feel a little bit better knowing that you can put more attention on the December fight? You're fighting at home. You get a big opportunity against a well-known guy. Does it almost work out in a sense that you get to put more time and effort towards this particular fight against this name?
Yeah, I do. That's how I looked at it, as a blessing. I got extra time to train, and I can, go out there and perform at my best in front of my hometown against a top, even a higher level guy. So if I put him away, it puts me right back up there. I would hope so.
You said back then you already had the December fight booked. So were you just booked to be on that card, or did you know you were fighting Erik Perez as well?
No, they just told me I'll be on the card. I didn't know who I'd be fighting, but they told me I'll be on that card.
So when you got Erik Perez, I mean, this is a big name. This is a guy who did really well in the UFC. He left on his own accord to go to Cambache. He's had a good run there as well. I think he's run 5 fights in a row. He's looked really good as of late. Not your typical guy that goes from the UFC to another organization. It's not like he was released or anything. He left on his own. When you got Erik Perez, you must have been like, all right, this is good stuff right here.
Yeah, my whole career, it didn't matter who I fought. I fought anybody they put in front of me. I don't pick and choose. My journey to where I'm at now, I had all top fighters. I never got an easy fight. And, if I beat him, make it to the, championship, get that title, it all pays off. And nobody can say anything that I got an easy road or what. But, yeah, it excited me. I'm fighting a high-level guy like him in my hometown. It makes it more better.
Since you were on this card last year, same venue and everything, you had that amazing highlight reel finish with the flying knee and the punches on the ground. Same venue, same type of car with the salute to the troops. Does that kind of boost your confidence at all, or do you have to sort of put that behind you and focus on now? You know what I mean?
A little of both. It boosts my confidence because I'll be in my hometown now. Everything I know, I'm familiar with, I'm comfortable, and at the same time, I wanna up that last performance. I I want to make another highlight reel and better that one.
Perez almost, it was around this time last year, he fought for Kambache, and he said he threatened to retire from the sport unless he got what he wanted. So he is no longer with them, obviously, signs with Bellator, has his sights set on becoming a Bellator champion. He gets signed, and now you get to welcome him into the organization. I feel like from what I've seen on social media and comments and articles and stuff, I feel like people are viewing you as sort of a stepping stone here for Erik Perez. How do you react to that stuff?
Man, I mean, it is what it is. Every single guy I fight, I'm always the underdog, and I'm always put at that guy. But it just makes me more motivated. Makes me more, I got something to prove. If I lose, then I was expected to lose. I win, and I shock the world.
Do you relish that? Do you relish sort of that underdog mentality? Do you feel like it puts less pressure on you?
Yeah, it actually does. I lose, and hey, they expected me to lose, so whatever.
But now you could be a talking point if you win.
Yeah, even when I fought Edward, everybody had me down with that fight too. So it doesn't really matter who I fight; they always got me down.
What advantages do you feel you have in this fight with Erik Perez? I mean, one of the advantages obviously is cage time, because you've been more active over the last year or so. He hasn't fought in over a year. So I'd say that's probably an advantage. I know he's a veteran guy, and it's kind of like riding a bike in a way, but logging that cage time is super important. What other advantages do you feel you have in this fight?
I feel my speed and my being more technical. I see he comes out. I mean, he chose a little wild, so my technical and my speed should be a big factor in this fight.
I know you don't care who you fight. You're not going to say no to anybody, but you get a Dantas fight, that's an exciting opportunity. You get a fight with Perez, that's an exciting opportunity. This is different because you get a full camp to prepare for this fight and to prepare for a guy like that, and you get to do it in the same place that Magic struck for you last year. So do you feel like do you feel like this is a bigger fight than the Dantas fight? Not just for the placement on the card. This is the co-main event, but for your career in general. Do you feel like this is a bigger opportunity than the Dantas fight?
Yeah, I feel it is. I took that fight last minute against Dantas, so it was a no-brainer to take that fight. But now I'm coming off a loss. I need this win. I need this win to prove that I'm still in the running to be a champ. And it's in front of my hometown, so I cannot let my hometown down. So, but yeah, I feel like I need this win. I need this win bad.
You got a lot of people coming out. I'm sure a lot of people bought tickets. How excited is the area, not just to see you fight, but for these cards in general?
Oh, they're stoked, man. Hawaii fans love fighting, so no matter what it is, they'll be there.
I bet they will. How do you see this all playing out on December 20th? I mean, huge fight, fun co-main event leading into the Bellator debut of Josh Barnett in Hawaii. How do you see this all playing out?
Big for Hawaii, hopefully big for me, getting a finish. Whether it's knockout, stoppage, submission, I see it going my way.
Is there going to be a lot of exciting stuff on Fight Week that you know about heading into this one? I mean, obviously, it's the salute to the troops. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on with the brave men and women as well. Have you heard of any cool things that are happening for Fight Week?
I honestly I haven't heard anything. I fly out. We're only 45 minutes away from Oahu. So I fly out the night, Tuesday night, late Tuesday night. I work, that's why. So I only get 1 day before the weigh-ins. I haven't heard anything yet. I didn't know what's going on.
What do you do for work outside of the fight game, if you don't mind me asking?
I work for Pepsi. I merchandise. So I go store to store. It's a grind, man. I wake up 4 o'clock every morning, get home like 1:32, do my runs, go to training, come home, and just do it all over again.
Are you hoping with a good performance on December 20th against a guy like Erik Perez, that's obviously going to be a huge boost for you? Are you hoping to one day be able to walk into the Pepsi office and just say, I'm a full-time fighter, sorry?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I've tried it before. I've been a full-time fighter for maybe like 2 years, 3 years. And for some strange reason, I don't know if that's how every fighter feels, but I feel like I have more motivation while I'm working than when I'm not working, just training full time. I don't know why, but yeah, when I was full time training, it was like at points I would get lazy and I'll be like, this is the life. We just train, fight. But I don't know. Working, it gives me more motivation. I don't know. It's weird, but fighting won't ever be there. Won't be there forever. So I'm willing to just work and fight. Even if I do become champion one day, I still would love to work and fight at the same time.
Do you feel like it provides better life balance for you as well?
Yeah, I feel like it does. I come work. I don't really think about fighting. Even when I'm cutting weight, when I'm working, I don't even think about food. I don't think about the hunger. I'm working. I focus on work. So it kind of helps me a lot. Like when I was not working, I would lounge around at home and I would sneak in the kitchen and look at everything to eat. So I think this plays a big factor.
That's a good way to look at it. I didn't even think about it that way. So
yeah.
Big fight coming up. You're 31 years old. This will be your 19th pro fight. You fought, like you said, some very tough guys over the years. This has not been an easy road for you whatsoever. What do you got in mind for 2020? What is 2020 going to look like for you? Obviously, we don't want to look past what's happening on December 20th.
I'm hoping to just get this win, stay active, fight another top guy that's going to get me next in line with to that title shot. I seen Sergio Pettis got signed. I would love to have a striking fest with him, But yeah, just keep knocking off the guys that's gonna get me to the title.
I like it, man. Now you got Max Holloway fighting on Saturday. He could sort of set the table for Hawaiian MMA.
Yeah,
hopefully that gives you a little bit of a pep too.
Yeah, it's gonna get the momentum going.
Very
the Hawaii
excited
wave
for
will
that.
continue.
There you go. Toby Misech takes on Erik Perez December 20th. Bellator 235 in Hawaii. One hell of a fight at 135 pounds. Great catching up with you as always, Toby. I appreciate you doing this while you're working. Before we let you go, let the folks know where they can find and follow you on the web, social media, any shout-outs, anything else you want to get off your chest. The floor is yours.
Follow me on Instagram, Toby Too Quick. Facebook, Toby Misech. I'd like to thank everybody for supporting. Thank you for giving me this time. Thank my management, Iridium Sports, my coaches, my team, Bellator, and yeah, let's get it.
Thank you, Toby. All the best to you on December 20th, man.
Right on. Thank you, man.